Hello friends, and welcome back to Done Doing Dreaming. If you are new here, I am Silver Nix, and Done Doing Dreaming is a relaxed, chatty sort of what's on my mind sort of thing. I like talking to you, like talking about where I am, even though I proceed quite slowly these days with pretty much everything. I like chatting, all that good stuff. And yeah, just it's good for me to kind of get my head around where I'm at currently. And yeah, I like to share where I'm at currently with you and all that good stuff, and just have chat until I get the podcast going. I do miss the chats. I really do. Even though the podcast is a bit more structured and all of that good stuff. I'll see, but I'll talk about the podcast a bit later. For now, hi. Welcome on this rather lovely winter day. Sunny, breezy, all that good stuff. Doesn't make me worry quite so much about the lack of proper lighting in here. Because I don't always want to use my ring light because of my glasses. And yeah. All of that good stuff. So hi, welcome. I hope what is it today? Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Yes, I hope you've had a decent week so far. Oh goodness, it's mostly just a blur, to be quite honest with you. And here in the land of the zine enthusiast, the zine ambassador, the me. But I'm here. I have my notes here because notes are not a bad thing. Notes are a good thing. I have my cuppa, and today we have a black tea with milk and sugar. Yummy. Just a regular black tea. I tried what was it? It was branded as something like an extra strong black tea or something like that. Oh, too much. I am not a strong black tea kind of lady. I need my regular level black tea. I like lots of different kinds of teas, except green tea. I know, but I tried, but it's so gross. And to my taste anyway. And what else? White tea. I do not like white tea. I tried it. It would yeah, no. I was ranting to Wanderer the other day that I am frustrated because I don't like all these things that are supposed to be good for you. Like lavender the scent of lavender is supposed to be so good, and I'm sorry if you can hear that. That's my phone notifications. But lavender is supposed to smell so great and be relaxing and really good for you. But I don't like the smell of it. I don't like it. And green tea is supposed to be amazing for you and everything like that. But I have tried it in every form I've encountered it. And like green tea in bottles, like cold green tea. And oh, for goodness sake, please let me pause while I take care of this. Sorry about that. I have friends who will put like a huge message in one message, and then I have other friends who will like every single different sentence. Like, I don't care what you do either way, but yeah, it was making my notifications go off and off and off and off. Anyway, where was I? Green tea. I think I was babbling about green tea and how I don't like it, though I did give it a good shot because it's meant to be really good for you. Anyway, so I have my tea. And I have my list. And as much as this is definitely a relaxed, chatty thing, I will get onto the list. So hi. Hello. Let's talk stuff. I have a clipboard and everything. I feel very official and like, I don't know, doing the thing. Anyway. All right. I had my April break, as you well know, and I'm back. The April break was definitely not as productive as I would have liked, but it was good. I caught up on a few things. I didn't catch up on many more things. Pardon me. Goodness me, things are not going as planned, but then again, if things went as planned, it wouldn't be me. I met up with friends a little bit, and unfortunately, I had a big flare, a big pain flare, which kind of knocked me out of commission, but I was on break, so I could just rest and relax and recover without stressing all that stuff. I have mentioned that I have an autoimmune disorder. I do have an answer for which autoimmune disorder, and as well as a couple of other possibilities that I need to chase up. I'm not saying at the moment just because I need a little time to settle in with it myself, get used to it, accept it. I am very much oh, that's the problem? Okay. I'll just ignore it. I'll just ignore it and move on and things like that. So I need some time to settle in with it. I'm not trying to be secretive, because I still believe that we should be able to share our mental health issues and our physical health issues without stigma. We should be able to talk about things. And yeah, I'm not being secretive because of stigma. It's just because I need to settle in with the news a bit. And there are still a few things that are up in the air, but we're getting them settled. The next 3 months are going to be interesting as I settle into getting some baseline tests done, and some regular testing from here on out, as well as some additional testing for some other possible diagnoses. So that's fun. But yes, I'm getting used to all of it, just slowly but surely. But yes, hello, fellow spoonies. And that's the thing too, because I'm sorry if you can hear that. Coffee is being made. I have found that while I identified as a spoonie for a long time, because I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome, or myalgic encephalomyelitis, quite a while ago. I had what I would call a reasonable time with it. Not too much time just being stuck in the bed and all that stuff. But so I did call myself a spoonie, but I didn't let myself be a spoonie. I'm not sure I'm explaining this well. Like, I wasn't, in my mind, I would never ever judge anybody else like this, but of course I would judge myself like this. I wasn't sick enough in my mind to be a full spoonie, to engage fully as a spoonie in spoonie communities. have been and totally am a complete cheerleader and supporter of all things and all people spoonie, and doing what you need to do and all of that stuff, like everything. It's only the way I treat myself that's different, which I think a lot of people will find is the case with we are our own worst critics. So, but recently, having finally have a firm diagnosis and having doctors who actually listen to me, I've kind of gone, okay, I'm a spoonie for life. There's no cure for this. There are treatments that I need to take seriously, and I need to take my health and my time and all that stuff seriously, because I am a spoonie. So yes, it's kind of, I've finally slowed down. I finally slowed down. I'd still like to make a spoonie in denial zine, but I think having had this diagnosis and finally starting to slow down and take myself seriously, will put an interesting chapter into that zine. So there we go. So now I'm back. I wasn't quite back in the way I wanted to be back, because I had the longest ever Happy Mail Monday, which was crazy but fun. What so much fun. And then I had the appointment in Adelaide and everything, and I was just crashed out. But as you may have noticed, I have some new art from Juniper. Juniper Bunny! Juniper is amazing art. I'm so excited. I'm so happy with the adorable chibi of yours truly. It is so cute, and all like the green misty galaxy star things going on. I love it, and I cannot recommend her highly enough. I will have her details in the bits and bobs if you ever need any art done or anything like that. I have had the pleasure of watching her evolution as an artist over the years, and it's been amazing, and she's my first choice every time for any art needs or anything like that. I adore her. She's a lovely person as well, and yes, I'm so happy with the art and everything. It's just amazing. Love a cuppa. Anyway, so I've made some decisions in the done category. The podcast is coming back. Given my needing to get used to my new energy limitations, I'm not sure when, but I'm still fully intent on bringing the podcast back. Pardon me. They will probably be shorter episodes. The podcast length varied due to the topic, but I did have like segments and everything like that, and I think I'm going to be separating out the segments and that sort of thing to make just overall shorter podcast videos. Thinking maybe 10 to 20 minutes. I'm really not sure at this point. We'll see how it goes depending on the topics, but yes, I do plan on bringing it back. It might only be once a month when I do start bringing it back, but I'd love to do it more often. Pardon me. I'd love to do it weekly, but it'll probably be 1 month until I can get into a new routine so I can do it consistently, because that's the thing. That's why I stopped, because I don't like putting out a podcast and then 2 months later a podcast and then 2 weeks later a podcast and then 3 months later. Like, I don't like not being consistent. That's incredibly irritating to me. For me, like my behavior, I want to be consistent. Again, I'm harder on myself than other people. Like I always tell people, you gotta do what you gotta do, real life. You gotta deal with life and stuff like that. But like when it comes to me, if I'm not consistent, if I can't be consistent, I don't want to do it just yet. So that's the podcast. So it's not over. It's still just on hiatus until I can figure out a way to do the things I want to do with the consistency I want to do them with. I hope that makes sense. And another decision is the Missives from Murray Bridge. Now, if you don't know, the Missives from Murray Bridge are my my little newsletter, my little life newsletter, what's happening and stuff like that. There's Sudoku, there's what I'm currently watching, loving, thinking about, etc. All of that good stuff. They're just a little newsletter, and they were inspired by the life and time of Billy Roberts by Billy the Bunny, who is now has started his series over with, I think it's called Life Under the Desert Sun. I'd have to double check to be sure, but yeah, he inspired me to start my series, and I inspired him to restart his series, and it's a fun thing. And I know a lot of people who make awesome life update newsletter goodness, and it's just awesome, and I love it. But the thing is about Mrs. from Murray Bridge, usually they go out monthly. I can be late, and sometimes I'll send out 2 or whatever, but that's not planned. But from here on out, possibly after the May send out, thinking about it, but soon the Mrs. from Murray Bridge will only be mailed out once every 3 months. They'll be made every month, or nearly every month. You know me. But they'll be mailed out once every 3 months. I don't like making this change. I don't want to make this change, but I have to. It costs $3.10 or $3.20 at this point to send a letter overseas. And when the majority of my zine friends are overseas, that stacks up in a hurry. So instead of having this financial stress every single month, I'm stretching it out and making it more bang for your buck, to borrow the phrase, just to help me out financially, because I have 10 friends, and that's $30, and I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be the financial person. I don't want to be, it's mail, and I love mail, and I love sending mail, and at my philosophy, you need to send mail to receive mail. And so mail is like a massive part of my life. So I don't want to be the person who is thinking about shipping and postage so much, but I can't help it because of my position in life. And so that's just going to be the way it is for a while. I might switch back in the future, but for now, it is the way I need to do things. I mean, if you want to buy a subscription of some sort so you can get things every month, that's okay. We can chat about that if you'd like to. But yeah, so once every 3 months. I'm feeling a little bit awkward and sad about it, but I imagine it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. But we'll see how it goes. So that's a decision I've made. I mean, you have to do what you have to do these days. So I have had people who make their newsletters contact me over the same thing. Like, I'd like to send once every 3 months instead of every month. And that's totally fine. It's absolutely fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I do not want to be the cause of stress for anybody. Goodness me. I want to spread sunshine and be relaxing and do pleasant chats and things like that. So my goodness me. So that's just a heads up. I will be putting it in the April or May missive. I really need to get my head around where I stand with things, but we'll see. Okay. So another thing that I've done, but this also comes, just bumped the mic. This comes as a part done, part doing thing. And it's a bit of old news by now that I've set up a Ko-fi. Ko-fi is like Patreon, but I have found that I enjoy it a bit more than Patreon because there's more functionality that works for me as someone who struggles with the membership tier rewards and things like that. I think Patreon is great in a lot of ways, and it's great for reward systems and subscriptions and things like that, but I personally need something more casual. And there is like I said, there's a lot of functionality that I love. I love that I can set a base price for something, but then people can pay what they want. I love that I can set up a shop. I'm still working on the shop. The done is that I've set up a Ko-fi and I've revamped my Ko-fi. I've had it for a while, but I've revamped it. But the doing is that I'm setting up the shop side of things. I only have the Bujo digital version on there at the moment, but I will be adding the Missives. I'll be adding all of my other digital zines, and then I'm doing on the digital first because it's, to be frank, an easier process, but then I'll be looking at listing the physical stuff on there as well, and maybe some other things as well. I mean, I have some I have some copies of my book left over that I might sell on there. I'll see. how I go with all of that. But I mean, I still have an Etsy, and I quite like Etsy. I like and dislike Etsy, both for a lot of reasons. But with Etsy, it's the lack of being able to calculate weight-based shipping. It just makes it a headache. It makes it an absolute headache, and it feels... it makes me feel a lot of feels, a lot of complicated feels. So I'll just leave it at that rather than stare off into the distance while I'm on camera. So yes, Ko-fi, check it out. Let me know what you think. And yes, digital stuff first, and then I'll be looking at physical stuff. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel inspired again, whereas Etsy, I kind of just became disheartened with all the Etsy fees and the shipping complications and the listing renewal fees and all of this stuff. Whereas Ko-fi, I'm like, oh, you know, I could sell my zines, but I can sell the stickers as well. I could sell the buttons as well. I could sell my books. I could sell all sorts of things to help boost my business and get back into a position where I can send the misses every month without stressing about it. We'll see. The point is that I'm feeling inspired, and that's a really good thing. Let's see. Also, on the doing side of things, I'm writing again. I'm so happy I'm writing. It's slowly but surely, but I'm writing again. I have a zine projects. I have a fiction story, a fiction goof off story, like something you write just for fun, to get back into the habit of writing. I have a bigger rewrite. I'm going to do a rewrite of my first novel. Ooh. I'm excited though, because between the time I wrote my first novel and now, I have learned so much about writing and character arcs and all sorts of things. So it's kind of a trashy romance sort of thing, but I'm going to make it a more structurally, I'll make it a structurally better trashy romance. So I'm excited about that. I have a nonfiction bit I'm working on as well, and I don't know if that's going to be a book or a zine, but we'll find out. So yes, I'm happy, and I just wanted to say that. I'm just, I'm excited. It's been a long time since I've been writing, and I don't know, it's the synchronicity of the universe sometimes that people who don't know each other have commented on my writing in other areas, just things I've been saying or conversations we've had, and they say, oh, your writing is still great, or that sort of thing. And I go, well, maybe the universe is trying to tell me something. Maybe not, but I'll take it anyway. The muse is here, and I will make it a hot cup of tea and give it some bickies. Please stay while I do the things. All right. And we come to dreaming. I'm still dreaming of a short series for the YouTube channel. It's still very much in the forefront of my mind, but I'm trying to learn to prioritize things. I'm looking over at my whiteboard right now. I've got like this huge whiteboard, and I have it split into 4, and I can't remember what it's called. It's the something matrix, but you have I have urgent and important, urgent but not important, not urgent but important, and not urgent and not important. And like, I have sticky notes with all of my tasks on there just to get an idea, because I have a massive to-do list, but I just needed to get things visually there so I could prioritize, and it's actually been a really good exercise for me. So the short series is not urgent but very important to me. So I'm hoping because I love Happy Meal Monday. Don't get me wrong. I love Happy Meal Monday. How could I not love Happy Meal Monday? And I love that people love it. And I would be happy to just do Happy Meal Mondays, but I want there to be more for the channel. I want there to be more videos, different videos, and all of that sort of thing. I want variety for people and all of that good stuff. I want to build something. I spent so many years building seagreenzines, and then I've had this few years of so many health issues. And I feel like, yes, what I've built is still there, but now I want to get to a place where I want to build more. I want seagreenzines to be that umbrella that I envisioned so long ago, where I have the website, which is the hub, but then I have all the resources, and then I have the Instagram and social media side of things, but then I have YouTube, the seagreenzines YouTube, which I want to be another mini umbrella under the main umbrella that has Happy Mail Monday and the podcast and vlogs and the short series I have in mind and who knows what else. So that's what I'm dreaming of. I don't know. Dreams. Okay, I think, let's see. And of course, I'm dreaming of making new zines, and I did have the call for subs in the longest ever Happy Mail Monday video. I will have to make a formal call for subs for that. But if you have a story of the story behind the name of your zines, like Ryan has Pocket Thoughts, the Pocket Thoughts series, like, where did that come from? I love Pocket Thoughts. And I think I know, because like there's zines that fit in your pocket, but you know, all right. But but yes, I do want to make that zine. I do want to make a lot of other zines and all of the good stuff. So yes, I want to, and I'm dreaming. And yeah, gotta keep on dreaming. I'm also dreaming of cleaning up my office. Well, I'm doing it, but I have like a pile of mail, like medical and business mail, not Happy Mail. Happy Mail's over here. I'm so excited. I already have mail, and I'm like, oh, is it Monday yet? I want to open it. Yes, I've got medical and stuff mail here, and I have fiction writing and stuff on my desk over there. I have I have my medical book that I made. Would anybody be interested in seeing my medical book that I've made up? Because I got sick of not being able to answer questions, because I was seeing the specialist who consults with another specialist, and then I've been trying to find a new GP and all of that stuff, and I got sick of not being able to answer questions. So I made up this book where I'm tracking lots of sort of things, from everything from appointments to symptoms. So if you'd be interested in seeing that, I would be happy to show you. Anyway, random tangent. Anyway, so this video has gone pretty long, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was good to just sit and chat. I was meant to record this yesterday, but I just did not have the energy, and it made me very sad that I did not have the energy, but now I do. And here we are. So I will wrap it up there and say thank you for all of the things, and thank you for sitting with me and having a cuppa or whatever you are doing as you're listening to this video. Hi. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and all of that good stuff, and all of the good luck, and all of the things, because shoot for the stars and all that good stuff, right? So I will wrap it up. Thank you very, very much. Have some fun. Enjoy the midweek. You can do it. Be creative. Make a done doing dreaming video yourself and let me know you made it, so I can check out what you've done, what you're doing, and what you're dreaming of, because I would love it. I would love it if people were making these videos. That'd be exciting. Anyway, make some zines, send some zines, be creative, be kind to yourself, embrace who you are and where you're at currently, and spread a little sunshine. Am I a weirdo because I leave the bag in there the whole time? I know some people who just like dip it in and then throw it away. I'm like, oh, no. I leave the tea bag in there the whole time. Does it make me weird? I think it might. Oh well.